is my last rodeo. It's really hard for any athlete to know when it's time to take a break. Everybody says, did you not see the red flag? What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to my humble abode, which I don't normally live in this condition, but maybe this is a reflection of the inside of my little brain right now. It's not a happy little place. It is a happy little place, just made us a bit confused, and like I know where everything is, but it doesn't look like that. This is a really hard video to make. I'm actually really struggling to even get started on this video. It's going to be like brutally raw and honest about what's going on because things have changed. I had a big comp season ahead of me and I'm feeling this bad. I don't know if I'm convinced by my decision yet or not. Depends when you talk to me. 2 hours ago, I wasn't convinced. 15 minutes ago, I was very convinced I'm doing the right thing. And now the camera's on, I'm feeling a bit icky. Anyway, I'm flying in a matter of hours. I trained today. It's Saturday, by the way. I trained. I had a great session. All my clients came. It was really fun. Lovely vibe. Beautiful energy. You know, like, all I want is to be around safe people. Good people. Good energy. And that was what I had today. And for that, like, I actually toast my clients. Cheers. I love you all. Just the most amazing people. Like, honestly, the energy this morning at the gym was just safe, kind, welcoming, encouraging. And you might think like I don't need those things because I'm the athlete and the coach and I need to be giving those things to the clients and the newcomers. We had a newbie today. I need these things too, you know. I might be big and strong, but I'm also really little and really not strong. Tears are coming. Through that because this is all about how I'm not that strong right now, and so I don't feel like I'm in a position to be doing a strong competition because I might be physically capable and maybe physically at the peak of my career, and mentally maybe still having a breakdown. Anyway, so I don't even know how to carry this video on. Yeah.
You got this.
So right now I'm trying to pack because I am going to one competition, which is in 2 weeks. It's 2 weeks today, but we're not getting very far. I'm going to be coming on my period as well, which, woo, we got some pain relief for that. We got a hot water bottle packed because this is how bad things are. They're the first things that went in the case, was to make sure my PMS is under control. And I've got 2 brand new fresh tubs of magnesium glycinate, because I'm not joking when I say I'm a magnesium junkie. And we've got sleeping tablets because I don't fucking sleep when I'm on my period. You can see the tone just changed when I talk about these things because it's a big part of the problem right now is really not managing my hormones, I guess. So I'm going to one competition. I'm really excited about it most of the time. The events are good. Training's been going really good. I had a little niggle in my shoulder, my neck a couple of weeks ago. That seems to have calmed down, although literally like maybe right now it's bothering me. My cut's going really well. I feel great. Yeah, I feel great. I'm really lacking like my fire. I think that's it. Basically, I have a babysitter. She's over there drinking tea and organising my life for me.
No, I was just trying to help a friend.
Because I'm not functioning very well as a human being on my own. If you're still listening, comment babysitter down below.
A few moments later.
It's a really slow video because I'm really finding it hard to get the words out of my brain, and this is part of the problem. I'm so overwhelmed that I'm not functioning anymore. And let's like rewind back. If you've been a subscriber to the channel since I started my YouTube channel when life was difficult. It was getting difficult for personal reasons. And then really like not long after starting the channel, life like set on fire. And I carried on making videos, but I was crying a lot, and surprise, I'm still crying. And I used my training and competitions last year as a real, like an anchor when I felt like my whole world was burning down around me. And I competed last year in America twice, in Canada, in the UK. I was on prep basically all year. I loved it. Love prep. I've been competing for 8 years. I love prep. I think I'm my best self when I'm on prep. There we go. I think I'm hitting the nails on the head while I'm talking. Because I always have said I'm my best self when I'm on prep. I'm organised. I'm efficient. Everything's like so routine, so scheduled, so like just amazing. Not this time. This time I'm trying to do prep and I'm literally just sinking. And then one day I'm flying. And then 5 minutes later I'm crying. And it's been really rough. I'm trying to do a lot of new things with my business.
Do what you do best.
And it's all new. I'm learning so much. I'm growing so much as a person. And I'm trying to deal with my early onset perimenopause diagnosis. Okay, this video is like, it's going round and round the houses. If you're still following me, can you just let me know in the comments that you're still following my jibber jabber? Because I know this is going to be really difficult to follow. Because I'm just going to keep darting around because that's where my brain is at. I think this is a really important video to be making, by the way, because I think it's really hard for any athlete to know when it's time to take a break. Having said that, I also just think you know when it's time to take a break. So I was comparing this with a friend the other day, and I was saying, it's like when a relationship breaks down, okay? Everybody says, did you not see the red flags?
Did I offend you? Sorry.
Yeah, I did. But when when you're in a relationship that you think is going to last forever, you're going to get married and have children and live happily ever after. And then people say, yeah, relationships are hard. Like, they're not easy. You have to work through things. So you keep going, you keep going, you keep going. Compare that to competing, right? I'm not just going to the gym and like 3 times a week for 1 hour to keep myself fit. I'm a world-class level athlete, and it's fucking hard. That's why not many people are world-class level athletes, because really fucking hard. And I love it as much as I hate it. I love training. And sometimes I'm in the gym thinking, why the actual F am I here? Because this is bullshit. And I would rather be at the beach drinking a pina colada, I don't even drink, just chilling out and having a nap. But again, you don't make it to the top of your game by giving in every time it gets hard. So you keep pushing and you keep pushing and you keep pushing, and I'm at the top of my game. I'm a natural athlete. I'm at a world-class level. I'm competing internationally. I'm funding it all myself. And I'm loving every flipping second and every trip and every journey and every human I have met on this journey. It's been amazing. But that doesn't mean you stay in a relationship because relationships are hard and nobody's perfect. Because there becomes a point where you actually have to leave, like I did. And that doesn't mean you stay in a sport because it's hard. But getting to the top is hard. And so you keep pushing and it's about knowing when. And knowing when is probably the hardest lesson I have learned over the last 2 years. When to leave a relationship, when to leave a home that makes you feel equally safe and unsafe. When to leave a routine or a sport or something that keeps you anchored through something really difficult. When to take a break. I'm not saying like I'll never compete again. Maybe I'll never compete again, I don't know. Maybe this is my last rodeo. Who knows? Could be my last day on earth. You don't know. Maybe it's not my last. Maybe I'll go again at the end of the year. Maybe I'll go again in like a few months. And then I woke up yesterday and I got an invite to the PSL, Pro Strongman League in Virginia. So I made this decision 6 days ago. Actually, I made this decision like 10 days ago. I finally messaged my coach about it 8 days ago. We had a conversation that lasted a few days. We pulled the plug like 6 days ago. It's still very confusing because I still want to compete right this second. I didn't want to compete like 3 days ago, did I? No. Or 3 weeks ago. Or 3 months ago. This is not new. Don't think this is something like I woke up and just thought I don't want to do this. This has been going on now, I'm gonna say since March. Verbally, like out loud to other people since March. I would say it's been going on in my head since September last year. And it's now July this year. It's quite a while. But I couldn't not compete last year because I was in such a dark hole in my head. It was the only thing that I literally woke up for every day. It was really bad. But now I feel like I'm not in that dark hole anymore. That I think I'm safe enough in my mental health to take a break, which is what I really need. But I've got to pack.
Yes. Yes, you have.
And my babysitter is helping me plan what happens next because I don't have the capacity to do so on my own. So she likes being able to handle her, not a babysitter. We just did like a what's in my gym bag video. This is like a what's in my suitcase video. This is hilarious. Anyway, I actually just bought whey protein to take with me because like I am going to England. I know you can buy protein in England.
You can get that in Holland and Barron.
I just like to know that I've got my essentials. So basically here I am packing my case because I'm going to flying in a few hours to the UK. We have Europe's Strongest Woman in 2 weeks today. Very exciting. Really looking forward to it. I have worked my absolute socks off trying to change my lifestyle, my habits, my routine, my food, my training over the last 8 years. To lose all the weight that I gained from being unwell and to balance my hormones, save my fertility and do all of those things. It wasn't just strongman, before that was bodybuilding and before that it was mixed martial arts. I obviously won't stop training, but I feel like maybe I'm finding a bit more calm in my body. I also think I said to somebody the other week, maybe last year I was in a state of fight and flight and freeze like all year long, and my adrenaline was high and my cortisol was high, and this is not a healthy way to live. My nervous system was just on all the time. But then it made like training and pushing myself and competing really easy because I was kind of already there all the time in that space, although exhausting. And maybe now I'm healing, and some of you might just think I'm talking more like la-la, but it's real. Like as I'm healing and maybe as my nervous system is softening and calming and I'm letting go of things, I'm finding it really hard to like be soft and let go and then switch it on and be the fierce athletic competitor and switch it off back into my healing zone. I do use tools for that. Like I use music, I use environment. Music probably mostly. I do have like certain songs that like turn me on.
What?
Not sexy. Like into gym mode and fierce mode. And now I just seen that I have my food scales in here because this is how I travel. See, this is how easily distracted I am. And my body weight scales are in here. I'll come back to the point that I'm not competing. So we pulled the plug on all other competitions after Europe's Strongest Woman because I have hit a personal point of, I don't know how to label it. It could be massive self-growth. I think that's the most positive light to shine on this. It could be complete overwhelm and burnout. It could be both. It could be both at the same time, taking me through into a whole new chapter of my life. I speak at seminars about menopause. I speak at seminars about hormone balance and about how strength training and how building muscle mass supports your hormone balance. And yes, I build muscle mass and yes, I strength train. But I have taken it to such an extreme that I'm no longer aligned with why I started this in the first place. And that is probably the most mature thing I ever said. I'm kind of smiling because I'm really proud of myself. For being able to recognize that things are changing, moving on, and I'm growing, and I'm maybe entering a new phase of life, and that's really exciting. It's really scary. I'm basically being sent on an adventure on my own, a solo trip. I say I'm being sent by everybody who loves me and cares about me, who can see me from the outside, who can see the situation evolving, and they're doing it because they care about me. And I've spoken to my coach, and I've spoken to other people about this. And basically I need to go away and I need to take a break before I crack. I'm struggling with knowing what to do next. I don't really need the answers, I just need to go and live my life. So I don't even know what continent I'm going to. Hence the packing is difficult because I'm going to the UK for 2 weeks and I'm competing. So I've got all my comp stuff, my training stuff, everything. Then I don't know where I'm going next. I'm not competing after Europe. This is all for comp, but then I have some books. This book was bought for me from a friend, and I did start reading it. And I also saw another athlete reading this. He was talking about it online and saying how good it was. I've read that much. I'm probably gonna have to start it again because I don't remember it. I remember bits of it. The Courage to be Disliked. This one, When the Body Says No. I also started reading this. I'm that far into this one. So bad. And then from imagination to successful product launch, because I have so much going on in my business right now. That's also like jingling around in my brain, and I just need some space to like comprehend all of this stuff. Plus all the essentials basically, and a shaker bottle to make sure I get my protein in. And now I think I'm sharing this part of the journey that's really hard with you, because I'm just being the person that I needed. Like, if I'm struggling, somebody else is going to be struggling somewhere, right? Whether that's with perimenopause, PCOS, deciding whether it's time to stop competing as an athlete or not, or take a break or not, or keep pushing harder or not. By just doing this whole talk out loud, I hope that I can just help one other person. So if you know somebody that's struggling, send this to them, share it with them, because maybe all my gobbledygook makes sense to somebody else. Subscribe to the channel, ring the notification bell, because I'll be vlogging my trip. And like not just the trip, but like what happens with me as I grow, as I change as a person on the trip. I don't know if any of that makes sense. If you've got any questions, ask them in the comments below. I'm very open, very honest, very raw, very authentic. Please ask questions. I will answer them. Equally, maybe drop a comment in and just show me some love and support along the way. Maybe you've got some like wisdom to share with me about how to get through times like this. Is it a midlife crisis? Am I having a breakdown? Am I coming out of it? Who knows? I'm journaling. Because also I'm wondering if taking a break from training and competing and meal plans is going to help my symptoms of PCOS, perimenopause, PMS. So I'm going to be tracking everything in my journal that I've made to see if taking a break actually helps my body. Because that's going to be really interesting. Maybe it makes no flipping difference at all and therefore I go back to competing. But if it does make a difference, maybe that answers all my questions and tells me that I just need to pull back a little bit. Which all the doctors that I've spoken to have said I need to pull back a little bit. But my athlete and competitive brain says like, no, keep pushing, you're doing so well. So I don't know, love you, bye. I need to finish packing because it's getting late and I've got to go to the airport. Yeah, so love you, bye. Stay tuned for more. Follow my journey.